Right? This is the second week of this online course. So that means this is what we're going to cover this week. Remember, you have your own calendar, okay? Did you print the calendar? Okay, because this week we're going to cover Module 3, which is average and constant rate of change. We're going to cover also Module 4, which is linear functions and their applications. And also we're going to cover Module 5, which is linear regression. Altogether, modules 3, 4, and 5 will strengthen your understanding of both the theoretical and practical aspects of this linear relationship. When we finish with Module 5 this week with linear regression, okay, I'm gonna leave here the study guide and review for Unit 1 exam, because next week we're gonna have the exam number 1. The whole week, you're gonna have the whole week to answer your Unit 1 exam. So for this week, this one here, we have the average rate of change, Module 3. Here is the PowerPoint presentation. As you can see, it opens with no problem. Okay. And then next, the support materials. Then you have the check your understanding. Again, my advice is for you to print this and practice, because from check your understanding, there are going to be most of the questions in your test. Okay. Just in case if you have any kind of problem solving the check your understanding, remember you're going to have the solutions. Okay. Same for linear functions, same for linear regression. And then you have here the discussion question for this week, dealing with average constant rate of change and linear functions. Okay. So remember to follow the instructions. Okay. To follow the instruction, because some of you didn't follow the instructions in the first discussion question. So the question would be here, is this a function? And explain why it is a function and what is not. Calculate the average rate of change for each consecutive interval. So that means the average rate of change between 0, 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. Are those quantities related by a constant rate of change? If this rate of change here, and this rate of change here, and this rate of change here between intervals, if they are the same or almost the same, we could say it's constant. So it's going to be a constant rate of change. Explain why the relationship could be modeled as a linear function. Estimate how much water will be in the pool after 6 hours. You can see here that 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, but what about 6 hours? So using average rate of change, you will determine how many hours, how many gallons in 6 hours. Find the linear function equation that models this situation. And remember, declare your variables and use proper function notation, and graph using Desmos or whatever you want to use. But remember to label your graph and show the domain and range and intercept, vertical intercepts and horizontal intercepts. This is dealing with the discussion questions. And then for the quiz, remember again, for this week, you have the study guide and the Unit 1 review, which is a PowerPoint presentation. So next week, you're going to spend the whole week for the exam number 1. Okay? So great. If you have any question, please let me know. Thank you.